What's up, y'all?
Y'all, Sarah is tired.
Welcome back to the Reality Kingdom, where we put the real in reality.
We put the real in the motherfucking reality.
Period. We're back.
Again, episode 16 of 50, maybe? We don't know.
Y'all, if these last couple of podcasts just end at boom, 30 minutes and we just cut off in the middle of the sentence, hey. Look. It's giving I have a timer on. And when 35 minutes hits, I'm ready to split. Like, I don't know what to tell y'all. Like, I just don't know what to tell y'all. So this will be a 35-minute podcast. The timer will go off if need be. So stay tuned. We started off. There was only 5 teams left. Let me bring the teams up. Y'all, we've been seeing the teams.
Finally, it's a little empty looking though.
It's a little empty looking finally.
Some space.
It's some space in there.
It's some space for once. You can see the background a little bit.
If you're a visual learner, you know what to do. So, Johnny is here, and Johnny is like, it was a strategy to lay low. Girl, duh. Jordan and Anissa talk. Jordan is like, Anissa, you did good. Anissa was like, this is my redemption season. I keep flopping and flopping and flopping. I never win. And I'm not going to win again. But this time,
she said 20 years of doing challenges. She loves competing, but she just wants to finally get a win. And it's just like, baby, 20 years. Like I said,
another competition.
Honestly, I feel like Anissa needs to go on All Stars and win. Like I feel like Anissa could have won All Stars by now. Why? No shade, but she should not be doing the MTV version with Horacio's and Jordans and Fessies and no.
It's not giving winning All Stars though.
I think she can win All Stars.
Think about the last All Stars we watched. The Final 4 girls was Kayla.
I just think the challenge, the final challenge on the MTV version. Because I remember when we watched the All Star version. Remember we kept saying these challenges are pretty simple. These challenges aren't as hard as they used to be. And I was like, is this a challenge thing that we just don't know because we haven't been watching? Now watching the MTV version, no, that's not something they stopped on MTV. We see on the preview it's a 100-hour final. That is going to be taxing on anybody. So if you're not as in shape to do it, it's just naturally there's no way you're going to be able to win it. Point blank period.
I agree.
Because I will go out there and lose down. Like, what's the thing? What's the point of going to the final? Go all the way to go to the final just to.
Because when somebody get injured,
that's a lot of people that get injured.
Boom, I win. After this, Olivia has the diary room. She's like, I don't even know what she's talking about. The next day comes. She said nothing important.
She was just like, I'm happy to see Anissa back, and then me and Harash are gonna be unstoppable. It's like, okay.
Sure, Dan. The next day, Mariah has the diary room. Mariah back in the game. I forgot. And she was like, I'm just so glad I met Bananas. Bananas has the diary room. He's like, Mariah finally realized I'm that girl. And it's like, okay, King. Jordan and Fessy talk. Basically, this conversation is important. Because basically, well, not really. Jordan and Fessy talk, and they're like, Johnny hasn't been in elimination. Now,
y'all just not noticing this?
Now, I'm gonna let Jordan, I'm pretending Jordan not there. Fessy, shut the fuck up.
Because we have talked about this, y'all. Y'all who have been here since the beginning, way back in November of 2022 when this show first started, we have been saying Fessy's and Nelson's and a lot of these rookie or newer players' downfall is getting in power and not taking out the people that need to be fucking taken out. So now you're sitting in the last 5 teams with no one who gives a single fuck about you. And now we're concerned that Bananas, the 7-time champion, hasn't gone in. He's been the 7-time champion since November.
We've been through November, December, January,
and it's ending in February. 4 months, babe.
We went a whole
month with no teams. We went a whole month with no teams going home.
We started in fall. We're ending in spring.
We started in Thanksgiving, ended in Black History Month.
Ooh.
Wow. Watching the same motherfuckers who've been on here 50 million times. Because people like Fessy and Nelson let them get to the end and now want to be confused at the last 3 episodes as to why Bananas, the 7-time champion, is still here.
He is so confused.
Fessy, you literally picked him on your fucking boss-ass team that kept him safe for a whole month.
Which when you did it, I thought it was dumb because how are they gonna get? You're gonna go to the final with these people
because he's so goddamn stupid. He was like, "Oh, we're on the team, so we're gonna get to the team together at the final." Did you really think TJ was gonna let y'all go all the teams to the end, Fessy? Like, I mean, just be for real. It's ride or dies, not team of teams.
I'm not surprised he a dummy because anybody who gonna cheat on somebody is a dummy anyways, and he's just a dumbass.
Ooh,
and a cheater.
Come on, Haley Defender, Haley Brooker Stan.
Period. Jordan, that's what happened. Devin has a diary room, and he basically agreeing with them. But was he there? I don't know.
It looked like it was Jordan and Fessy talking. Jordan had a diary room. He was like, Fessy's making some really, really good points. I don't think Jordan cared that much because he knows he's that girl. And honestly, I think Jordan also knows there's only so much he can do. No shade. And then we get a shot to Devin. I don't think he's necessarily in the conversation, but he's clearly thinking the same thing.
Tori and Devin have a conversation. Finally, Tori can talk about something that's not Jordan.
I think the whole dramatics of him going home and her saving him, the whole oh my god moment, it really just solidified that that's her man and on the inside.
Mm-hmm. Devin says, we probably the best team. Tori had a diary room. She's like, we need to get a win of a daily because this is the make or break point. Tori's talking to Devin. She's like, if we were to win, who are you thinking? And Devin was like, well, at this point, I'm just not afraid of anybody. And Tori was like, not another plan. Tori was like, oh, not another plan. It's like, yes, girl. So Devin was like, Banani. And Devin has a diary room. And he was like, I want to go to my third final and I want to win. I'm not like Anissa. I'm not like Nani. I'm here to win. And he says, I'm not like Fessy. I'm here to win.
And he says he's covered like every spectrum of the game. Like he flopped. He came back. He went back to the drawing board because I remember when Devin first came on the scene. Are You the One? They was not fucking with Are You the One. You think they wasn't fucking with the real world rookies? They really wasn't fucking with the Are You the One rookies. So Devin really had to come from the bottom.
Worse and worse and worse.
But Devin,
the Big Brother girls come in.
Devin
really not fucking with the Big Brother girls. Keep going, go.
Devin is an example of someone that is a rookie that is grown to be someone that is a respect. You know what I mean? And Fessy is someone who is lost in finding that when he has so much potential because at the end of the day, he's just a follower. Devin's a leader, point blank, period.
There's players that get lost in that. Like Nelson got lost in it because Devin came after Nelson or around the same time.
Around the same time.
And then
Devin has, I would say, have a bigger legacy than, especially if Devin end up winning this season, Nelson don't have a win. Fessy, you don't have your win,
And Devin didn't win by, I haven't put him in all season and he's.
Because that's the thing, Devin was always in the pivotal position to be in a final while not targeting Banani. The thing is, Fessy, Nelson, they were not.
It never gave you can make it.
They were never in that core. They were never in that core.
Off rip second episode, Johnny talking to Jordan. They going right after the rookies, right? Yep, they're going right after the rookies. And it's like, you dummies.
Dumb. Now we're shocked and confused and panicking.
Girl.
But Devin's basically like, it's time to implement all the things I've learned. He name drops Wes, which I always said Devin reminds me so much of Wes. And, he's ready to go. I think out of everyone here, I honestly would be okay with Devin winning. Not necessarily Tori, no shade. But I want Devin to get his win. I also want Nani to get her win. But at this point, she came against Amber. So it's like, I know that karma coming for her ass.
It's written in stone.
I know that karma is coming for her ass. The karma has come. You see where Mariah's at. You see where she's at.
Mariah and Fessy have a conversation. Basically, they're like, girl, we got to win. And Fessy's
like, that was literally it.
Look, we got to win. I'm sorry.
All they do is hype each other up. They be like, look, we need to.
And Mariah was like, and if it's this? And Fessy's like, and if it's this? We need to win.
And Fessy, he has his 10th diary room where he has to mention that he's lost every time he's done it, and now he wants to finally get a win. That's impressively. Fessy do not lose eliminations. Like, spoiler alert, he loses this elimination. This is like one of his first elimination wins. I think it's his first elimination win. And it was against a legend like Bananas. So it's like, that's impressive, but it's just like, there's more to it.
Win a final.
There's more to it, babe. There's an extra step
to a final. and then win. Like, I don't know.
Because at the end of the day, it's like he keeps saying, "Oh, the performance speaks for itself," but baby, that performance spoke a little bit too loud, and they got your ass out.
Period. After this, Horacio is looking good
as always, as per usual. Changes. Actually,
it's weird because I'm just thinking like, oh, it's just Horacio, and it's like, no.
And normal conversation.
No. That's Horacio, nigga. Like, you're gonna see him. Well, at least I am, because he came on the screen. I was like, oh, yeah. It's always a double take. I gotta rewind every time. I'm sorry.
Not rewind.
I actually don't rewind because MTV has ads. It's just a lot.
Okay. Yeah, if you rewind, you'll get 2 ads.
I will get 2 ads, and I won't finish the show. Like, okay, anyway, so him and Olivia talk. Basically, they're shading the girls. They're like, some of the girls slid by. We had to go in 4 times, or actually, you had to go in 5 times. Some of the girls haven't went in.
And then she even mentioned, she's like, I understand because of the vet thing. And I hate that that's the mentality that rookies like her and Horacio have to take on. Because I think there are rookies who, honestly, if they come back for another season, depending on the cast, they can be considered all-time vets. Like, they're not going to go in. And I don't want them to adopt this same thought process that hindered them. And that's what sucks. And that's why I feel like it's going to happen. It's not fair. Just because they're vets does not mean they get to sit up here and do nothing all season. The reason why they're even here is because of dumbasses like Fessy. And I'm going to keep saying it because it's the truth. Like, it really is. Unfortunately, Olivia and Horacio was never able to get that power. A lot of people made terrible decisions. And now they're stuck here with some of the best players in the challenge history. Like, that's the thing. Everyone's talking about bananas, but shit, Tori and Devin are here. Anissa and Jordan is here. Like, why are most of these people still here?
Need to be gone. All of them, actually.
I don't
After this, Johnny and Nany talk. They have a diary room, and they have a diary room together. And Nany was like, every team left is actually a good team.
Yeah.
Johnny was like, yeah, but if anybody deserves to win, it's my girl Nany. Like, it's the it girl, her. And it's like, I really do want Nany to win. But
I just feel like at this point, the season been building up to it. If she don't win, that's going to be very tragic. No,
I'm gonna be bored.
Because like I said, I remember, and someone could quote me on this. I don't remember because I know she took a gap and then she came back. I talked about this earlier. When she came back after that gap, that was the season she was like, I vividly remember her being like, I'm going to win this time. I think she was with Turbo that season or something. They're like, this is my time to win. I'm coming here to win. It didn't happen. So the fact that they're using this storyline again, if she don't win, it's just going to be like, damn. Honestly, Nany needs to take her ass over the All-Stars too, as well. She needs to take her ass over the All-Stars to get a win because
so does Jordan.
Well, anybody over the age, bananas don't have to because bananas don't take it to the end every time. I just like someone. If you're someone like I feel like if you're someone like Anissa, you're someone like Nany who's played this many times and haven't win. I think
go get your win, babe.
Go on All-Stars and get your win.
Go get your win, please.
Because the MTV version is longer, it's harder, and they be doing a lot.
Go to the easy shit, the playground. I like to call it. Olivia has a diary room before the challenge. Basically, she's like, everybody here BFFs but us. So, baby, it's given we need to win or we going in, period. We get to the daily. TJ is like, if you want to win today, it's most important. So, what they got to do is, it's a big-ass field. On the left, it's something, and on the right, is something. So, one of the team members don't have to, they start in the middle.
Okay, you want me to explain it?
Explain it, because shit.
Okay, so it's a field. Both partners in the pair will start at an ice bath, and they will both run into opposite directions. They both have to dig under this barrier and run to their opposite ends of the field. One end of the field, one player will try to decipher a 3D puzzle what they cannot see. It's behind this figure. They have to stick their arms in and decipher what the shapes are. The other player on the other end has to look at the shapes and basically memorize them. So when both players come together in the ice bath, they have to share what they know, and the person who sees the pieces will have to decipher it and figure it out.
It's hard to explain.
It is hard to explain. Go watch it.
Oh, fuck.
Did I do good, you think? I don't know. I feel like I touched it.
No, you ate it up. I think I could win this. I think I could.
Yeah, the ice bath would fuck me up. That would shock my brain.
I think I could I think I could be the one who's touching on the pieces to try to describe them. I think I could do that.
Mm-hmm.
I hope I can.
That's why it did seem pretty easy. Like the shapes would seem pretty simple.
Yeah, simple as shapes. Y'all gonna be mad at me, and guess why?
Wow.
Tori and Devin win, y'all. That's all.
No, honestly, this is an hour and 30-minute fucking episode. And they are definitely with no one here. They're just filling with a bunch of shit. All we saw was irrelevant diary rooms of bullshit.
No. And we got a timer on.
Tori and Devin won. They ate it the fuck up. Period.
That's all. Literally nothing else happened. TJ says he announces the winner. They all standing there cold, shook, panicking. TJ is like, Tori and Devin won. Period.
And then he played in their face. He was like, with this win,
right,
you're now
right
one step closer to the final. Like,
and it's like, girl,
we know the finals tomorrow, bitch. So calm down,
please.
Anyway,
not gagging me.
Yeah,
Johnny Ben knew when you texted him,
girl.
So Johnny has diary room,
but in Banana's contract,
literally, he read it. Johnny has diary room. He's like, I think I resolved most of my beef with Devin because we used to have beef, and they flash back to.
Bless you.
And they flash back to it. And then he's like, but Devin is the type of nigga who knows he got to take out the kingpin. Like, he's not a dummy like Fessy.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
he know who mother is. He knows who mother is.
So Johnny, he got his eye out. He got one eye out. And that's why Johnny Bananas is like a level above, and Devin and Jordan are like at a certain level that I hate to bully this person. Fessy is just not at. It's like
there's a respect level.
There's a level of thinking also that comes with it that Fessy just simply didn't have. Nelson tried it. He didn't reach to that level. And it's this level of thinking. Johnny being like, sure, me and Devin have been cool all season, and I've never said his name. Because that thing Fessy's like, I've never said his name. I've never said his name. And it's like Johnny's like, okay, I know I've never said his name, and we've been cool all season, but the nigga can still put me in. I'm not a dumbass. And it's like, that's just one
because Fessy's thinking is so ABC. He's thinking, oh, I don't have to talk to these people the entire time. That's the thing. He repeats himself throughout this entire episode. Basically, I haven't said Tori and Devin's name. I played with them several times. I haven't said their name. But do you talk to them? What's their last name? What's their middle name? How's their at-home life? What's their mama's name? Okay, do you know? Shit about them?
With Jordan? Did you ask her about that? Did you comfort her about that?
Or did you fuck her after they broke up and then talk to her again?
And that was all. And then she made a deal to help save you, and you didn't do anything in return.
Like, you're going to get put in play because you let them play you. Because remember when you won, you didn't say, I'm working with these people, so let's keep them safe. You basically said, I'm scared of these people coming after me, so I'm forced to keep them safe.
Which was not true.
So now the people that you were forced, quotations, to keep safe are holding your game, your life in this game over your head, and you're mad about it because you're not that big dog that you think you are. That's what I'm saying. I think it's a level of thinking, like you said, but it's also a respect level. People respect Jordan. People respect Bananas. People respect Devin. People are starting to respect Horacio in one season. People don't respect Nelson. People don't respect Fessy. They don't. People don't respect Jay. People don't respect Amber. And it's like, that's not Amber's fault, but it's just like, these are like, you can tell that a respect level. And the people who are not respected, they treat them any kind of way in these games over and over again. Nani used to get flung around like that too. They don't respect Nani. The Bananas were playing but Nani face. They cool now because of, indoctrination, grandfather then, but Cara Maria was the same exact way. It's a respect level, and they're just not it. And I think Fessy's confused because he's like, well, I do so good at these challenges. Because I will say, I remember when Fessy first came in, I'm like, honestly, Fessy is always going to win. Because who was going to go against Fessy? That's when the challenges, the eliminations were like damn near all physical. It's like no one's going to beat Fessy in elimination. That's why he doesn't see eliminations. But you still don't have their respect because you're not playing the game. You're not.
Back at the villa, Johnny gets on FaceTime
with his bestie Esty.
Girl, did you see what they had on the West?
Yes, yeah, I wrote them down. So every time they flashed the West, it was a different caption. So at first, it was 3 times challenge winner. Then it was Bananas best friend forever. Then it was Bananas sidekick.
Yeah.
Then it was Bananas life coach. And then it had one that said has a dog named Penny.
Like, what are y'all doing?
The editors are dumb. Like,
that's their friend. That's West friend.
Girl.
Because West and Johnny friends with the producer.
Girl, they know production. They might as well be executive producers at this time.
They might as well be executive producers. They've been knowing production for decades. Longer than I've been alive.
They got me on last name status, bitch.
Probably not even on
first.
Probably not exaggerating.
First name status.
Like, they probably are besties.
Literally.
So anyways, Johnny's like, I'm in a relationship. And tell me why I thought he was talking about Mariah.
Me too. Me too.
He was talking about Devin. And it's like, why? But anyways, Johnny's basically asking Wes, like, oh, you a fuck ass nigga who play girls. So Tell me about a fuck ass nigga who play girls. Is he gonna put me in? And Wes is like, girl, let's give him. He might put you in. Like, I don't know. Like, it's giving you put your head. Like, I don't know. Like, because if it was me, I would put you in. Like,
and then they do a flashback to the Challenge Vendettas, where apparently Devin orchestrated him going in by using Daddy Tony. Y'all know who Daddy Tony is?
Ain't know who Tony is.
I just want to say his name.
Tony was someone who got respect really, really fast.
Real quick.
No shade to nobody.
Corey also got respect.
No shade to anybody. But Tony got respect, what, 2 seasons in?
I mean, hey, when you're that girl, when you're a father.
We go to the deliberation. So it's Tony. What's his bitch name?
Tori.
Tori.
What's his bitch name? What?
I'm sorry. It's Tori and Devin. Tori was like, well, girl, Aneesa and Jordan are untouchable.
I will say, I was kind of annoyed because I feel like, was Tori saying that Mariah and Fessy was a threat simply because of the mini final, or was she just trying to protect Banani? Like, I feel like it gave more of, I'm closer to Banani. Because I do think Mariah and Fessy could be a threat, but I feel like, but that's the thing, Fessy has been to finals and he loses. He doesn't, like, you know what I mean? I think they have proved themselves as a team, but a final is still different from a mini final. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like at the end of the day, you know how good Bananas is. Like, he's a 7-time champion.
Yeah.
It's like, I would still be more scared of the 7-time champion than the 1-time mini final winner.
Period. And so basically, they kind of, essentially, we get from them that we either put it in Nany or Johnny or Mariah and Fessy. And Devin is like, baby, it's giving Nany and Johnny. What are you talking about? And
so he's like, are we going to let him do the same thing every season, stay to the end, and then win? Because I think if he doesn't go in tonight, it's like this nigga has literally gotten to the final as a 7-time challenger, like challenge winner. Like, it's people who haven't had a win. This man got 7. He got a win for everyone here. He can hand out wins, bitch.
Literally.
Like, I'm throwing his ass on that alone. I don't care who won shit this season. This nigga won 7. He can go.
Later, we get a scene from Horacio and Olivia. They talk about how if they get the needle, who they choosing.
And that's the thing. I was like, Horacio got a little strategic moment here.
Because he was like, girl,
I was getting the sense that he was saying, but they gotta go in. But also, they also know that Tori and Devin are gonna want us to save Aneesa and Jordan. Mm-hmm. So when we go in there, it was given basically we to Aneesa and Jordan. Mm-hmm. That's exactly what they did.
And that's exactly what they did.
Okay, Horacio, look at you.
Right. So we get to the interrogation. Olivia and Horacio pull up, and Olivia and Horacio is like, "Girl, we're saving Aneesa and Jordan, by the way." Mm-hmm. What we say? We say we ain't missing no hills. Like, we're saving Aneesa and Jordan. Like, I don't know who y'all want us to save,
but we're saving Aneesa and Jordan.
But we're just gonna save it just because we want to.
We love Aneesa and Jordan. So it's gonna be Aneesa and Jordan.
I'm literally best friends with Aneesa and Jordan.
Aneesa and Jordan.
Like, and that's all. Next, Aneesa and Jordan come in.
They basically tell them, girl, y'all safe anyways. Literally. But I guess they do have a little conversation.
But they asked them. Mm-hmm. Tori's like, let me ask y'all a question for real. Because y'all, you know, we cool. Who would y'all put in?
Mm-hmm. Like, is it dumb to not put them in considering the experience of the team, basically?
And Jordan was like,
here go Jordan.
Devin.
Jordan low-key emotional as hell. I was like, what is this answer?
Girl. He was like, Devin, well, if I was you, because you guys have been close this season and
y'all room together and
y'all are roomies, I just don't think you say the same. It's like, shut the fuck
that's
up.
Why I
Jordan can do that because Jordan can beat anybody.
And yet,
everybody
it's the respect. That's why I say I feel like you have to mention the respect because Jordan don't necessarily think on that level strategically.
Yeah.
A lot of people just respect the fuck out of him, and he's that motherfucking girl. Y'all
and he can just win. That's the thing. Fessy's like, I'm just that girl. You're that girl who no one gives a fuck about.
No shade. No
You're the girl that no one cares about. Like, we don't care about you. and it's not because he hasn't been here long enough. It's more so you don't talk to them.
No. You don't know them. You sit there and fuck on bitches all day. And then the bitches go home. And you left with the people.
You help them get out. You get them out.
This happened every podcast.
It do. I didn't even blink So okay,
you used to it, bitch.
After that,
I hope y'all is too. Don't keep happening.
It's gonna happen, babe. I'm sorry. Mariah and Fessy pull up. Devin is like, how many minutes we got? Oh, 10 more. Devin says, I heard y'all think that we putting y'all in, but it's not dead set. That's not set front and center because I have other options, and that's true. But the thing about Fessy is he doesn't talk to them anyway. So
yep.
Fessy was like, well, Johnny will always win it in the final, and Johnny's always going to run a final.
And then this is when he mentions, like, look at the history. I've played 4 seasons with you, and I've never said your name. And it's like I feel like every time you get a chance in Power, it's like, I'm fucked. And it's like, because you don't talk to them.
Who cares?
You didn't say their name in 4 seasons, and you didn't put any plan behind it. Like, they didn't ask you not to say their name. There was no conversation there. You just didn't say their name. Why would they give a fuck?
Mm-hmm. And this is the thing with Fessy. He thinks he likes the challenge a lot because he thinks it requires 0 brain power, and he doesn't have a brain. The issue is that's just not true.
It's not.
Like you need to know who these people are because he doesn't even know how to argue his point to Tori and Devin. This was terrible for him.
There's a reason why. That's the thing. There's no reason why him and Casey are that close, and Fessy is not in that core. The reason why Casey's in that core is because she does nothing, but at least she has a social game. She talks to these people.
Talks to people. She
like why he was close to Casey in that way. He still was not in that core. I kind of wish Casey was still here because I wonder how that would have worked. But honestly, I can see Casey flip turning on his ass.
Casey don't give a fuck about him. I don't think. And that's the thing. It's just he doesn't genuinely have a connection. He thinks he can just go here, not talk to anyone all season, and just make it.
And let the performance speak for itself. Well, guess what? The performance is speaking, and they don't want you in the.
And it continuously speaks. You always lose, loser. Maybe think of something else. What's insanity again? Because you've done this 4 seasons. I don't know how many. He's either played 4 or 5 seasons.
I'll see you.
And you've done it every single season in a row, and you've lost every single season in a row.
I know he probably going. His ego is real shot because this is the second time he didn't make it.
It shouldn't be. He should be used to it, babe. You're a loser. You keep losing because you're a loser.
Oh,
damn! Like play the game, sir. You sat there and you told Tori and Devin nothing they wanted to hear. If you knew them and actually spoke to them instead of just I didn't put them in and that's enough.
That's all he can say. That's all he has to offer.
I never put you in. But
you see,
Johnny and Nani never put us in either, babe. We've only went in once, and that team is out, babe. No one.
But you see how you do it. Olivia and Horacio, they did the same thing. They saved Jordan. They saved Devin and Tori, but there was a conversation.
There was a conversation.
Like that was a reason for that decision why it paid off for them.
And it wasn't years ago. That just happened. Y'all didn't put them in when there was 80 teams. You shouldn't have put us in. It was so many teams.
Honestly, you shouldn't have put us in. Your fault.
Yeah. Oops. Like, y'all are losers. Johnny and Nani come in, and Tori was like, we're undecided, but if you're going to draw, who you saving? Because, of course, they want Aneesa in the other board to be saved.
Anyways.
After this, Tori tells Devin, they leave. And it's just Tori and Devin talking, and Tori looks at Devin.
Well, no, Banani.
Fuck them. What? I just said it.
Oh, you said Banani came in?
Yeah.
What you talking about? Oh. I know you went by so quick.
I was gone,
so
baby.
Quick.
We have 5 more minutes, baby. What you gotta say?
Well, nothing. I didn't know you talked about it at all.
Okay. No, I
went by so fast.
You can listen to it when we get done. I promise. After this, they leave. I was gone. Tori and Devin are talking, and Tori she's like, honestly, baby, you confused the shit out of me. I don't know what you're thinking because you just tell them anything. And it's like, are you telling them for real or what? So what's tea? Like, what we doing? Are we really going to, like, if we look at the elimination and we think Johnny and Nani can lose, are we going to put them in for real? And Devin's like, maybe. And then mine's going on commercial, so I don't know what happened. Mine going on commercial.
But it's hilarious, though. It's not hilarious, but it's just like, this has always kind of been Devin's, like, narrative. I remember that's when he first started coming in. He was like, I don't want any challengers who want to win. Like, he's always been on his mindset. So it's not surprising that he thinks this, and he just can't get over the fact that this nigga has won 7 challenges. Like,
and that's a big fact. Boom, we go to the club. Devin talks to Tori. Devin is like, let's do this. Let's do this.
He kind of gags her up a little bit. Because he was like, we need to agree to leverage our power, and no shade.
You don't be doing that, girly pop.
You don't be doing that. We don't like you be trying to do the stupid shit when you get power.
And that's why if they win,
like piss off Jordan.
If they win, I'm not gonna get that to Tori enough because even in this moment, when Tori has this power, she's kind of like, well, we just can't put in Nani and Johnny, and we just can't do that. And I don't think it's I think Fessy and Mariah is scared. I think, like Lee said, the girl just doesn't want to put in her friends. It's like, babe, there's just much more to this game. I think Tori kind of thinks surface level about the game too. And I don't like that. Like, there's more to it.
I mean, for the most part, she's just been talking about Jordan the whole time.
That also. After this, Olivia and Aneesa talk. Girl, I guess they friends.
Girl,
Devin and Fessy talk.
I honestly feel like this is a very strategic conversation for Olivia. She said, let me go in here and make sure I get this motherfucking safe jacket pool, period.
Because she was talking shit. Like,
no, that's what I'm saying. Like, no, this part is actually pretty funny because basically, Olivia, she opens the conversation. She's like, Devin and Tori said they want to go for two shooters against two big people against two big people. Mm-hmm. So Aneesa was like, so I guess we got to work together. Olivia was like, yeah. And then Aneesa basically starts praising her. She's like, I really got to know you. I like you a lot. Whoop, whoop, whoop. And I'm just like, Olivia was paid to then have a diary room praising Aneesa. And I just didn't like it. I didn't like it. It felt very paid for. I hope you got your check, Olivia. I hope you did because we moved. I don't know.
After this Devin and Fessy talk, Fessy is like,
and this is when I texted you. I said, I don't know, Fessy Big Brother jumping out. I was like, this is the most I've seen him talk or fight to stay in the game. Like he's doing something.
He was like, I mean, you can put me in, but come on, be for real. Like, Bananas has 7 wins, doesn't he?
7 of them.
And this is when I realized he's just a stupid idiot still, because Devin was like, "That's true, Fessy, but I have a teammate." And it's about
why aren't you talking to Tori? You need to be talking to Tori. Period.
And he was like, and this is what kills me. His response afterwards is stupid. He was like, I have a teammate too, so I have to consider her decision. And Fessy was like, but don't you want Johnny out before me? And it's like, did you not hear anything he said? Because after this, everything Fessy said was just his same point. And it's like, that point didn't work because he has a teammate. Yeah. And after this, but don't you want Johnny out? Devin, don't you want Johnny out before me?
This is his big brother. This is his big brother out.
I haven't won yet, Devin. And it's like, sir, he just said that I have a teammate and I have to think about it. Like,
basically, go talk to Tori. I don't know.
Like, literally, go talk to Tori, or at least give Devin a different pitch. At least be like, well, Devin, I think it would be better for your game for Johnny to go in too. So maybe we can think of something to tell Tori. How about if something? Like, I don't fucking know. Think of a different fucking strategy instead of begging. Like, he basically begged. Like, shut up. Later on.
Well,
back at the house, Johnny talks to Nany, and basically he was like, I told you, Devin. I told you earlier, like, Devin gonna be cool with us now, but Devin gonna be cool with us forever.
He gonna wait for his little moment, and he gonna
wait for his moment.
Which is exactly what you need to do.
We just need to keep one eye open.
And I said, it's nothing, baby.
It's
nothing.
So I'm good.
It's nothing.
Period. Fessy and Mariah talk, and they said we got to stay ready.
Basically, said the same thing. It's nothing.
It's nothing for real.
Nothing. Anytime they come in this morning, it's nothing. I love Mariah. We need to get Mariah on the Challenge USA. I didn't see her on All Stars already. I like Mariah. My sister needs her win. She does.
And she was the 3rd highest place in Rookie. Shout out to her. But also shout out to Horacio and Olivia.
Big Daddy Horacio.
Olivia and Big Mama Horacio. Period. Mother and father.
Father and mother.
I should put their picture at the top of this pyramid. We get to the zone.
Get me out my zone.
They get to the zone. They all pull up. TJ is like, who y'all putting in? They were like, we put in Fessy and Mariah Pearl.
So anticlimactic. Anyways.
Devin has a diary room. He was like, taking a shot at Johnny could be a mistake. I mean, not taking a shot at Johnny could be a mistake, but I do genuinely believe Fessy and Mariah are the strongest pair. And I get it. Johnny's old. Yeah. He's 50 years old. So it's like, a final.
But never underestimate your opponent. I just feel like, honestly,
I think they're both strong.
I've seen time and time again pairs that do well at the dailies and then go in that final and really fuck up bad. And I think that's a possibility that Fessy and Mariah would have done that. But I don't know. You never know. You will never get the results of that because they're out.
I just feel like they're about what and what.
Yeah, I agree.
And because he won 7 times, maybe he can go.
Yeah, that's how I feel.
I don't know.
I would be like, I'd rather lose to Fessy, who I could probably beat, than lose to Bananas, who won 7 times.
Yeah, it's just embarrassing. Like, damn, I could just got.
But you can't tell me Tori is not also thinking, I'm cool with Nany. I'm close with Nany. Nany wants this win. She's here for her.
They already talked about Nany, Aneesa, and Tori was like, the 3 of us making it to the end. Where the
so she was never in her mind was Bananas. Like, I think she thought, okay, I'll throw him in. I don't give a fuck about that. But I'm not voting them in. Like, it's no.
Yeah, it's nothing. And here go Fessy. And this is the issue with Fessy. not only does he not play the game, he thinks he's very entitled. He doesn't play the game. He does stupid ass decisions. He pouts about it. And then after the decisions come back on his ass, he whines about it. So he has a diary room and he says, I've done 4 seasons with Tori and 3 seasons with Devin, and I haven't put them in once, and they just put me in the first chance they get. And it's like,
frustrating.
You've done 4 seasons with them, 3 seasons with them, and you haven't spoke to them.
What's her last name? Quickly.
Quick. You don't even know Mariah's how many siblings she got. So I know you don't know their last names. Like, please. And that's the thing. Hindsight 2020, he probably has known Mariah forever, and he probably hasn't met her off Instagram. He just doesn't talk to anyone because he's fucking dumbass.
Ooh.
He's a dummy. And anyway, so he's complaining. He's complaining. And it's like, how are you complaining in this moment? You had ample amount of opportunity to either take them out or at least their besties out to where it was a point where you actually had a chance. You left not only Tori and Devin, but also Jordan and Anissa here when they're besties. And it's... Well, y'all,
no!
That was it.
No!
We had a good time.
What?
No, we honestly almost done. So boom, they put them in. We get to the daggers. Olivia Horacio take the daggers again. The reason Olivia Horacio keep getting the daggers because they're good people. Okay, but one of these other people who was
you see how God gonna bless you?
Wasn't that good? God's gonna bless you. They choose to
save Jordan. They did what they need to be doing.
Because Nani and Bananas gotta go in. We play the competition. Nani and Bananas win. Boom.
Yeah, it was getting kind of tricky at first. Well, basically, let's explain it real quick. So it's 2 towers. They have 3 rungs. Each player has 3 rungs. They have to use these 3 rungs to climb up the tower on a rope bridge. So hard. Basically, they have to keep alternating these 3. If they drop one or if they fall, they have to start back from the beginning. So Bananas got up there first. He ate it up. And then Nani almost got all the way up there. Then she dropped one like a dummy.
Dropped the damn
so that gave Mariah and Fessy a little time. It didn't matter. Nani got high.
They were flopping.
It was bad. But
it was really bad.
Fessy's just so big. He's being weighed down by a lot of things. So,
what things?
Pretty heavy things.
His big ass head.
Yeah,
head.
Exactly.
Oh. I don't know why Mariah was flopping. They was just flopping. I was like, damn.
It was bad for Elmo.
Come back next season. TJ, after that, boom, 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 they leave. And TJ's like, y'all, guess what?
It's the final.
We're going to go to a 3-part final. Now,
y'all.
The timer was on for 35 minutes. This one, baby, it's going to be 20 minutes.
20 minutes on another one.
Because
they broke up this final into 3 episodes.
Hour and 30-minute episodes. Huh?
How? And the thing is, so we get in the preview, like I said, it's a 100-hour final. Bitch, that's 4 days. They're going to kill them. So I guess I can see how they broke that up.
Bitch, you are going to die.
Yes, your big ass is going to die in the final. Why did Nia say that?
Oh, I was like, comment who said that. Comment who she said it to if you know. If you're a true
your big ass is going to die in the final.
So serious too.
And that's me. I feel that. My big ass will motherfucking die in the final.
100-hour final.
100 hours?
100 hours. Our podcast will be 10 minutes though. So stay tuned next week when we will be covering
any filler is getting cut. I can already see it now. Nani probably gonna talk about her mama again.
We don't care.
Bananas is gonna talk about
no! I'm sorry, it's been so long.
Tori gonna talk about Jordan for no reason.
We're not gonna care.
These are gonna talk about losing every challenge they've been in. Olivia Rossi gonna talk about being rookies. All that getting cut.
We don't care. Bye!